Yeah, Sanjay Uche here, people. What's going on, everyone? Bringing you my review on Samurai Jack, episode 5 of season 5. And I must say, just get into this one real quick. Or even before I get into it, sorry for the late review, but I'd usually have it up by, well, from during the day, but I was a bit busy today, so apologies for that. But getting right into it, we have, like, I don't know, man, like, the writers are on point for this season too. It's not even funny. Like, I don't think any sane person in their right mind could give an episode of Samurai Jack less than 9 out of 10. For season 5 to date, at least. Like, the quality of writing and the action, it's just top notch. If only Super could be this consistent in, in how good it is, it'd be like crazy epic. But let's get into it. So, what really happened this episode? A basic synopsis is we get reintroduced to the Scotsman. So that in itself puts the episode up there. Sorry, I think I might be getting sick. I think, but yeah, I'm watching it to see. So we have the Scotsman coming back to take on the force of Aku. We have some development for Ashi. We have Ashi and Jack going on a little tour together to see the current state of the world. And of course we have Ashi and Jack rescuing some kids. That's the basic episode, really and truly. Um so first off, at the start we get reintroduced to the Scotsman, as I said, and we get to find out that he has like a gajillion daughters. So I guess his wife, I guess she has the womb of iron, I suppose. So yeah, that's it for that. So yeah, we get to see him and a bunch of, well, I'm not sure if it's just him or because I got the impression that it's him, his daughters, and armies belonging to other people. So they all come together, and we get to see this little action sequence of them trying to attack Aku's fortress. And Aku, being Aku, he's just been so wasted and lazy. He comes out and takes out most of the army. Of course, we get the Scotsman allowing his daughters to escape while he distracts Aku. And the Scotsman, I think this was definitely one of the charms of the episode. The characterization we got for the Scotsman, it's he's the same as he's always been in the previous seasons, and it was kind of cool seeing him old in a wheelchair, still has a Gatling gun on his leg, but it was just cool to see how he was characterized despite being old. And of course, Aku takes him out no problem, even though because the Scotsman proceeds to actually just talk shit and roast Aku, but Aku takes him out instantly. And it I must say, I think this was like the low part of the episode. The only problem, like, I expected the Scotsman to go out in a bit of a more, like, it was just out of nowhere, just suddenly just boom. If you may have experienced the same feeling if you watched the episode as well, because I just expected the Scotsman to really go in a more epic way, but of course, because of his enchanted sword, he gets to kind of continue. I wouldn't say living on, he's dead, but kind of like in Star Wars with like Obi-Wan or yeah, something to that effect. So we get like the astral Scotsman. Let's call it that. So he's still in the picture, and I'm glad that they decided to keep him around, even if as a ghost, so he can still interact with his daughters. And he hatches a plan to basically find Jack and basically come back to fight Aku, which I love. So we'll be getting there's some foreshadowing of some future character interaction, which I must say was pretty good to see. But after this, we switch back to Jack and Ashi, and they eventually do leave the island, and it's from this point on that Jack proceeds to try and convince Ashi, because we get a scene of Ashi talking to her mother. I'm not sure if he's just hallucinating or if her mother just actually has the ability to talk to her from wherever she is. But we see Ashi basically stand up to her mother and basically stating that she wants the truth. And her mother at this point has pretty much given up on her, and She tries to get the truth out of Jack, which Jack proceeds to do. Basically, they go on a tour of the current world that Aku has basically industrialized and um, open to outside intervention. Well, I mean, it was the case like that from the previous seasons with Aku basically allowing aliens to come and inhabit Earth and all that. But Jack shows Ashi firsthand the kind of world Aku has fostered, has been creating over the years, really and truly. And it's really true this that Ashi, her eyes, she basically comes to the realization that all she's been fed up to this date is a lie. So we get some really good character development for her, and that really adds to the lost the greatness of this episode. Because this episode, as I said, it's at least a 9, and it was interesting to see that the parallels between Jack and Aku, like if you really dissect things, you can see that it's really this that allows Ashi to come to the realization that Jack is good and Aku is evil. Because, Aku apparently loves in the whole industrialism, big cities, pollution, destruction. Well, we've seen things being portrayed for Jack that he loves nature. So it was an interesting contrast there, which I loved, right? Which I felt added to the episode. But we eventually end where we see Jack and Ashi come on a destroyed village where the kids have been abducted. So we get to see Jack and Ashi go and rescue the kids. Well, Ashi is captured and Jack is basically outnumbered. We get some torture sessions with Ashi, but she manages to get out of it. Jack, well, because it's a case where the kids are being controlled by some device, so Ashi had to go and destroy it. But we get something interesting where Ashi destroys the device, all the kids collapse, and Jack thinks that they're all dead. So we get that same mysterious figure of the samurai that we've been getting for in the early episodes, like I think episodes 1 to 3. Yeah, but this time Jack decides to go with him. So I'm theorizing that this, whatever it is, I'm not sure if it's a hallucination, but it definitely has something to do. I think at least it has something to do with Jack's sword. So all in all, I think it was another great episode of Samurai Jack. Again, if you haven't started watching season 5, I'd implore you. It's amazing. Dark in tone, maintains the humor. I couldn't ask for more really, because Samurai Jack was always a great cartoon. But that's all I have for this review. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. I do Naruto slash Boruto content and Dragon Ball content as well, super reviews, all the works. So Sanjay Uchiha, hope you guys are having a great night slash morning whenever you're listening to this, really and truly. And I'll see you in the next one.